begin in a few minutes. Online, friends. Well, show of hands, who heard about it online? What about through friends? And for how many of you did your parents drag you here? Kids? Hey, there's two. Okay. How many of you are excited to hear what we have to say? It should be all of you. I think this is one of the first places I ever presented with Beneco too, so this is kind of nostalgic for me. It's like, I remember years ago, I was a little. It was only 2 years ago. It was only 2 years ago. It felt like many years ago. Oh man, you're not that old yet. You will. I will be, yeah. I'm old compared to the other speakers. That's what really matters. Who has come here on a Saturday and taking your time out for a few hours to be with us and listen to what we have to say. So, just introduce ourselves really briefly, and also we wanted to introduce the organization that is presenting. My name is Carl, and this is Peter. And together we were two of the original members of the Beneco Association, which is right here. It's the organization that's kind of putting on this event. And Beneco Association is a community organization that exists for the purpose and for the vision of connecting parents with their teenagers. It was started because of this collaborative, conjoined inspiration that we had together when we realized that there are some issues that people weren't talking about, people as in between parents and teenagers, and they weren't communicating very thoroughly about, or very well about. And we felt that perhaps we could do a better job helping guide the discussion in the community. And the way we wanted to do that was to be able to show both teens and parents what the other side was feeling and thinking, and try to have each other understand where they're coming from. We believe that if we were to do this, both sides get a better understanding and know how to communicate better. Now, we started Beneco back in about January of 2010, and our first presentation was, I think, almost exactly 2 years ago, right here in March 2010. So yeah, there's a lot of nostalgia here. But today, we actually wanted to revolve the conversation and the presentations that you'll be hearing soon from around the topic that I think is very relevant to our current day and age, to many parents and teenagers, because I assume this is a discussion that many people have. And that's around the role of the internet, social media, and video games. The roles that they play in the lives of students and teenagers, and how that affects their interaction and their relationship with their parents, with their peers, and with their family as a whole. Now, before we begin, I'd first like to thank the Home Church for allowing us to use this wonderful room for free. And I'd like to invite up Pastor Judah Kiley, who is the pastor of student ministry.
He's our Chinese pastor, and so we just want to welcome you. Families are very important to us. I love what you guys are doing. I just know my life wouldn't be the same if my parents and I hadn't been able to work through communication. So communication was a really important part of my life, and I love technology. This morning I was Skyping my brother who was in the Middle East and texting my wife who was in Tennessee. But technology has its dangers, so this is a really important topic. Home Church wants to welcome you, and just want you to enjoy and take as much out of this as you can. Dee Dee, I want to introduce Dee Dee. Come on up. So she's going to kick this off.
Thank you, Judah. I'm Delinda Sam. I'm a marriage and family therapist, and I have the pleasure and honor of being the advisor to these great kids. They have taught me a ton. And I'm also a member here at Home Church. I've been here since I received the Lord in '88, and I got married here, and my daughter was born and dedicated here, and she was baptized here. So this is my second home, and this is one of the best places I love to be. So I'm so thrilled to have you here. I'm just welcome for being here. And now I'd like to introduce our MC for the day and the president of the Beneco, Gene Speak Out, Dennis.
Hi everyone. I'm just going to kind of give you guys an overview of what we'll be doing today. So last year, throughout the entire year, we did a couple presentations on communication, and I really want you guys to think about things of understanding, respect, and trust, which really makes up the basis of communication between parents and teens. So, as we were doing our seminars last year, we found out that a lot of parents, especially, were interested in the idea of video gaming and how video gaming plays a role in teens' lives. So we decided to dedicate an entire presentation to the role of social media, the internet, video games, to teens' lives. And really what we hope to do today is help parents understand what teens do on the internet, how teens use social media, because this is a relatively new world for parents. And also we want teens to understand what parents think about social media, video games, and why parents and teens conflict over this issue. So today the order we'll be talking about social media is first we'll give a general overview of the internet, then we'll talk about video gaming, cyberbullying, then Dee Dee will come back up and talk about how parents and teens can work together to solve their issues about internet. And then we'll finally kick off with privacy, and that privacy will kind of pull everything together and talk about how even as parents and teens work together, they still have to have some issues clear within their guidelines about how to use the internet. So first off, we have Jennifer and Victor, and they'll be talking about the internet in general and try to give parents an idea of how teens use the internet, what teens do on the internet to help parents understand how the internet plays a role in teens' lives.